Holly Holm's next opponent, Valentina Shevchenko, was in lack of better words, a wild shootout in Peru while she was at a restaurant with her trainer. So details right before we get to this video via TMZ Sports. Shevchenko was at a dinner in Peru with her trainer where 3 men showed up equipped with guns and wanted to just rob all the patrons. So they were in there asking for all the money. Most of the patrons complied by this, right? As they were leaving, 2 of the patrons who were sitting there pulled out weapons of their own and started firing at them, which opened up gunfire, including her trainer, who was equipped at the time. Now, 1 was killed in the incident, 2 were wounded, and here's the video from TMZ Sports. This truly is insane.
Lo superaban en cantidad, pero sabía que tenía que actuar. A menos de 1 metro, disparó hasta 5 veces contra los delincuentes. No le importó que ellos también estén armados. Se paró frente a los asaltantes y abrió fuego hasta matar a uno de ellos. Primero pone a buen recaudo a la deportista, saca su arma y poco a poco se acerca al pasadizo para apuntarle al delincuente. Espera unos segundos hasta que decide atacar. Los delincuentes huyen y también abren fuego. Uno de los impactos cae en el tórax del entrenador y lo hace caer. Sin embargo, a los segundos, un comensal toma el arma del ruso Pavel y persigue a los asaltantes.
Con esta son la 5ª vez.
Saben en qué lugar pueden estar seguros.
All right, so it's a lot to see. They kept kind of changing camera angles, but like towards the end, you can see her trainer, Shevchenko's trainer, kind of on the ground with his firearm out, and Shevchenko right next to him.
What's going on? Like, first we have
just trying to eat food.
That, like, earlier in the week we had the Mexican soccer player kidnapped, shooting it, like punching and shooting his way out of a crazy situation, and then we have this, like, athletes just running into some of the worst situations possible at the moment. So this video, of course, brings up a lot of talking points, but it's insane. It's something that we don't usually expect, obviously, someone who is carrying a weapon looking to retaliate in this situation. And is it Shevchenko or
Shevchenko?
Because Shevchenko, by the way, who is usually, that's a name that I know well and truly from a Ukrainian superstar soccer player, Shevchenko, Andrei Shevchenko, so I might pronounce it that way. She actually came out and said that her trainer was a hero.
Yes.
In that situation. So I believe our trainer is on the recovery. As you can see, that he was injured during that situation, but must have been petrifying for those people that were actually sitting in that restaurant, as well as Shevchenko herself.
Absolutely, not a big place either. You can tell it's like a small, narrow. So obviously, it just made for a terrifying situation, really. And that was in Peru. It's a very real life situation that she was in, especially where, you know, we talk all the time about how courageous and brave these MMA fighters are for stepping into an octagon to get into a brawl with each other, but that's real life. That's a real life situation. But it leads to a couple of other things. For one, Holly Holm is going to fight her still on UFC on Fox July 23rd. That fight is still set. Dana White caught up with TMZ Sports, or I should say TMZ Sports caught up with Dana White outside a restaurant here in Los Angeles, I believe, and asked about the Shevchenko fight and also touched on Rousey for a second as well.
I have to ask you, what's the update on the Conor and Nate Diaz fight?
Nothing right now. There's nothing going on.
Okay, all right.
Not a thing.
How about Valentina Shevchenko and that whole situation? Have you heard?
That's crazy. Yeah, she got shot at inside a restaurant.
Right.
It's crazy.
Is she still gonna fight Holly Holm?
And then her manager pulls out a gun and starts shooting. He gets shot. That's madness. You know that?
Negative.
That's very negative.
Do you know any update on his condition or anything like that? Like
I don't know. No, I don't know. I heard about it from our matchmaker. He told me about it.
Okay. And is that fight still going to go on with Holly Holm, as far as you know?
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's the plan. But we'll see. You know, something like that, when things like that happen, puts you in touch with your mortality, and sometimes people freak out a little bit. So we'll see how it plays out.
Okay. And when is Ronda Rousey going to fight again?
You got to ask Ronda that. You'll see her more than I will probably. You ask her.
Okay. Well, we'll do that for you.
All right.
All right.
Later. Make that fight for me.
And Dana, what's your favorite food? Yeah. And Dana, what did you wear? What did you decide to wear this morning?
And a random note as well, by the way, been to that restaurant, regular there, Mr. C's. your man's been there.
Is it
some
good?
nice-
What kind of
it's
food?
Not bad food. I mean, it's very enclosed. Like, I'm not going to give away the exact location in case someone files a lawsuit against me, but it's specifically enclosed. It's like behind a bunch of bushes and stuff like that around Beverly Hills, West Hollywood area.
that's fancy.
Fancy guy. Stumbled across it a couple of times, said, "What's up, the Beebs?" No, I didn't. Either way, talking point about this is like, he brings up, so Dana White answers it the way most people would. Is like, we don't know, we don't know, we don't know. But then I would pose a question as to what Shevchenko's responses to this. Like, great thing she's not injured, but what does that do to you, like, in your mental preparations? I know most people be like, just brush it off. I don't think that's the situation until you're actually in that scenario, and then you think to yourself, I could have died like moments ago. So how am I going to pick myself back up and put myself at risk in the octagon? I hope she's fine.
Could go one of two ways. To me, it's either it could have a mentally scarring effect on her, and maybe she can't fight, or maybe she uses
It's
motivation.
empowering.
Exactly. So we won't know. Although it is still, there has been no changes to that UFC on Fox schedule for July 23rd. So as of right now, that fight is on. And lastly, though, in terms of Ronda Rousey, they touched on that at the end. You're going to have to ask Ronda Rousey. And now it's really beginning to become a talking point. Is Ronda Rousey going to fight again? Because an injury to her knee set her back a little bit. Dana White took to ESPN to discuss more about Ronda Rousey. You can see in this video right here.
Affect her back.
Ronda Rousey, I don't know. I'm hoping we're going to get Ronda back this year. She actually, she just had surgery yesterday on her knee. Nothing serious, just get in there and scope it and clean it out a little bit. She feels great. Her spirits are great. She's been training. So if she fights, I'm hoping she fights either in December or...
December of this year?
Yeah.
Okay, and who
if
would
not,
she fight?
then she would probably fight at the like the New Year's show, the beginning of the year or something.
Who would she fight?
Well, if Miesha Tate's still the champion, she'll fight Miesha Tate. Whoever has the belts, who Ronda Rousey will fight.
Okay, so it's not a Holly Holm that she would try to do a rematch?
You never know.
If Holly didn't have the belt.
But you know what? Injuries happen in this sport.
Okay.
And a fight is made, somebody falls out and somebody else slides in.
Okay.
I'm not even saying Holly Holm couldn't be the champion by the time Ronda comes back. So whoever holds that belt when Ronda's ready.
Ronda Rousey.
Immediate title shot.
Immediate title shot. Do you question it? Do you get mad? Do you get upset? Or do you just realize it's always going to be that way?
Yeah.
That's it. There's no other point of even us breaking it down step by step. And before you ignite the conversation, we understand that many other people should be next in line. But we've never defended that. It happens all the time in the UFC. It's just, who's going to make him the money? And then Ronda Rousey coming back in, getting a big comeback fight by the point that we imagine she'll fight back. It's been 2 years since she last stepped in the octagon. What better way to step back into the octagon, potentially for, I think Dana White would be hoping, a victory and get that belt back to her? That's big dollar sign.
Yeah, I agree. Dana White is the man of business when it comes to the UFC, so of course Ronda Rousey will get her title shot if she comes back. It's going to be over 1.5 years since her last fight. It's a long time. Comment below with what you think. Like, favorite, subscribe to the video. Shevchenko, insane shootout in Peru. Holly Holm, Dana White, and Ronda Rousey, all in the MMA clip for today. Like, favorite, subscribe. I already said that. At Francis_Maxwell, at JasonRubin91, at TYT Sports. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/TYT Sports.